Hello, my friends, and welcome back to the Savage Podcast. This is going to be a video, an ongoing series I want to kind of start with Rick and Morty, with the kind of extended universe, expanded universe storyline where you can find these in the comic books, and it's a lot of fun. So I thought we would go through this together. If you don't collect their comics, it's really great. So let's go ahead and start with the books that are out. This is going to be issue 1, and it's an amazing storyline. I really enjoyed it. So let's catch up with the comic book that's flipping through on your screen. So we start off with Rick and Morty, of course. Rick, well, I think it's high time you started earning your keep around here, young man. So this is actually Jerry blasting on Morty to do something. Aw, geez, I don't know, Dad. In between school and my adventures with Rick, it seems like I kind of a lot. And he goes, when I was your age, I worked with 2 jobs and went to school. Yeah, and. Of course, Rick Sanchez has got something to say about it. And how'd that work out for you, Jerry? What's that? Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you because you're so buried in debt. Jobs are for idiots, Jerry. And then Rick Sanchez leaving the room. You want to feel like a king, huh? With all your little serfs working in your land? You want to feel like a big man, Jerry? At least let me show your son how smart people make money. So this is going to be the adventure. He's going to show him how smart people make money. Aw, geez, Rick. That was a pretty messed up, man. I think I hear him crying. You can't something an omelet without eggs. Can't break them. What do you know about stock market, Morty? I think it's an aggregation of buyers and sellers trading stocks, which are like an equity stake of corporation or something. Of course, you know that Rick is getting annoyed. Jesus, Morty, next time just say nothing. It'd be less embarrassing. This is all you need to know about stock market, Morty. What the heck is that, Rick? So he pulls out a device, of course. It predicts the future, Morty, and with this we can play the intergalactic stock exchange and make more money than we could know to spend in a lifetime. And then Morty, I don't know, that seems too easy. Are you sure it's legal, Rick? I'm completely aware of how illegal it is, Morty. And besides, all you have to do is put your name on the forms. I'll handle everything else. Don't even trip, dog. His famous line. That felt a little forced, Rick. I mean, are we even still saying that? What are you getting at, Morty? I just feel like a little on the nose, saying don't even trip, dog. Like you're only saying it because it's a thing you're supposed to say. I don't know, Rick. Just forget it. No, I'm going to just forget it. I'm not going to forget it. And you can't unpoop a turd, Morty. Aw, Rick, come on. I didn't mean anything. I'm on your team. Let's teach my dad a lesson and get super rich or whatever with your egg thingy. How's that work anyway? I bet it's real interesting, huh, Rick? Rick? Rick's pissed. So, it's okay, Morty. Just stick with me and do exactly what I say, alright? So it looks like they're in a real busy kind of center of some future society. Oh, it's the stock market. Technically speaking, I'm not allowed inside this building. I thought you said this was a trip. This was on the up and up, Rick. You don't know, to break the rules, right? Yeah, and that's a real charming quality. I bet the girls love that, don't they, Morty? I do just fine. That's any of your business, okay? And I like who I am, and I'm not gonna pretend to be a Rick Sanchez. So he gets noticed by someone. It looks like you showed up in the nick of time. Time? Yeah, we get it. We have a gimmick. You have a gimmick. In case you don't want to tell by the big ass clock around your neck. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Professor Talk, Time Detective First Class. And then you have Morty all fanboy. Ah, wow. And then Rick, you're actually by this Flava Flav mall cop, you're impressed? And Professor Talk? Why not just call yourself Doc Clock and get it over with? You know you're not supposed to be here, Rick. And yet here you are. I wonder why that is, or perhaps I already know. No, Rick says. No, you do not know, because if you did, you'd just arrest me already. You know why. Because time travel doesn't make sense. It's a paradox. Time travel is impossible. Garbage science. And then Talk gets on. So you admit to foul play then? And then Rick, beep, beep, beep. Morty, let's just go before I strangle this fool. Did you see this coming, guy? I'll be watching you, Rick Sanchez. I'll be watching you. You son of a beep, beep. Did he just make a watch pun again? Keep walking, Rick. You know he didn't seem like such a bad guy, Rick. What an interesting thing to say, Morty. Well, where's the wire, Morty? Show me the damn wire. How much did he pay you to sell out your whole family, huh? Jeez, Rick. What the hell, man? I'm not wearing a wire. Oh? Then come on, Morty. We just gotta get you registered before this place closes for the day. Government hours must be nice, Morty. Now listen up. All you gotta do is pass a simple quantum DNA scan to make sure you're registered in the proper timeline. So we have a guy here running to get in the timeline. After that, we can do the rest from here for and safety and comfort of our own home, okay? Rick tells Morty. I don't know, Rick. This feels a little off, you know? I mean, I thought you said the time travel is impossible. And what about the cop guy, huh? I'm having second thoughts, Rick. And then Rick's like, you want to get Jerry off your back, don't you? I guess so. Just to shut him up, they're going through all this illegal stuff. Rick, I don't know, so... He starts chugging. Look, there comes a time in every boy's life where you gotta challenge the old man for dominance. You know what I'm saying, bro? You gotta pull him out and lay him on the bar, Morty. You gotta measure him up, Morty. I don't like where this is going, Rick. Right, now Jerry's the silverback, Morty, but it's about to be you. You get it. You're gonna make a boatload of money. We're gonna be rich. Jerry's a fragile man. Things might get weird, Morty. It might turn into a real cats in the cradle situation, Morty. I just want to be next. Let's go, Morty. Well, we'll have plenty of time to talk when you're rich. Sure, Rick. So you see Professor Talk kind of on the side watching him. Bang, 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 bang. Next shot is Morty and Rick Incorporated. They're building on a massive business onto the house. And here goes Jerry. I can't take it anymore. I can't even think with all this banging. What do you need to think about so hard anyways? Goes Beth. Can't you just be happy for him? You're the one who told Morty to get a job in the first place, remember? Then Jerry. Well, I sure didn't ask him to add $10 million expansion onto our house, did I? He's 14, Beth. Why does he need 3 bathrooms? Well, I've had enough and I'm going to set things straight. So he stomps out of the room. Oh, what is it now? What do you... Oh, it's some sort of... some robot cat. Hello, user. Please, God, no. The children are upstairs. The valuables are in the office safe. Code is 7436. Please, God, just let me live. Thank you, user. The location of your children valuables will be noted. And then, of course, Rick's going to walk in. The children are upstairs? Christ, Jerry. Normally I'd make fun of what a coward you are, but man, living as you is punishment enough. That was dark, man. Real dark. And now, if you excuse me, I've got to go make billions of dollars or whatever. And then Jerry, Rick, wait, this is getting out of hand. Jerry, if I admit that I was wrong and that Morty doesn't need to get a job, will you make this stop? Rick, I'll think about it, Jerry. I'll think about it. And he's got his headphones on and coffee. He's really pimp. Ahem. Uh-oh, Jerry turns around. And it's Professor Doc. Or what do you call him? Talk. Pardon me, sir. I hate to disturb you at this late hour, but it seems as though we have the same problem. And I think we just have to be able to help each other out. And then you shoot over and you got Rick walking down, tap, 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 threw his coffee to the floor. And then he walks into Morty's office. All right, bro, I think we need to step our game up. We've got Jerry reeling, and I think it's time for phase 2. We should probably just unload all our stocks now while the market is hot. And Morty cuts off. You got a mouse in your pocket, Rick? He takes it to the head right away. I said, you got a mouse in your pocket, Rick? Rick, I don't know. Is this a bit? Because I am hearing an awful lot of wheeze coming from you, Morty. Jesus, Morty. Mice don't even say wee. They say squeak. That isn't even up for debate. That's not the point, Rick. The point is, the only name I see on those forms is mine, Rick. I assume all the risk while you sit back and collect checks. I'm starting to think that this partnership needs one less partner. Oh, yeah? That's what you think, Morty. We'll be, well, maybe I should remind you that without my device, you'd have nothing, bro. Nothing! Katogami, would you please escort Rick Sanchez out of my office? And Rick, oh, so that's how it is then. Yeah, Rick, beep! Calls in his muscle, I guess. The cat, Katogami. Well, maybe before I go, you'd like to see how the device actually works then. You already told me, Rick, it predicts the future. Come with me, please. And then I told you time travel was garbage science, Morty. Don't you ever listen? You want to know how this thing works? It merges our timeline with the one where the stocks are invested in where we're successful. You want to know what happens to the other timelines? Poof! Gone. It's literally eradicates an entire freaking timeline every time I fire this bad boy up. And that's blood on you, on your hands, Morty. So enjoy your little power trip, bro, because I'm out. I hope your stupid cat robot can sleep at night. Late. And then you got we got Rick. Nobody move. And we have, this is someone screaming out, we have you surrounded under jurisdiction of the time law. Jerry, what did you do? Oh, geez, what's happening? And then we have outside in the front yard, time police! We have obtained permission from the rightful owner of this property to conduct all full search of the premises under suspicion of timeline tampering and fraud. Failure to comply may result in the following. Then you got Morty. What's going on, Rick? Isn't it obvious, bro? Jerry sold us out. We're being raided. Something Rick probably is used to. Rick! There's got to be some way out of this, right? You've got a trick up your sleeve, right, Rick? This is bad, Morty. This is real bad. This is my third strike, Morty. You know I wasn't allowed back in there, Morty. What are you saying, Rick? We've got to go, Morty. We've got to go now and never look back. We'll start a new life. Oof. He hands him off a bag. Freeze! Put your hands up. Uh-oh. Time, please. Run, Morty! Freeze. Stay where you are. Katogami, initiate battle mode. Battle mode initiated. Whoa, he blows up into a giant monstrosity and goes on the attack. That's cool. What the heck was that, Rick? Nothing, Morty. It was nothing. Look, Rick, for what it's worth, I'm really sorry I let this money go to my head. Hey, don't even trip, dog. Hey, it's the conversation we had earlier. That's real. A satisfying conclusion, isn't it, Rick? At first, it seemed like we were just filling space, but paid off in a real satisfying way. And then we have some people running up the corridors there. Freeze! Stay where you are. We have you surrounded, Morty. Aw, man, what are we gonna do now? Rick, now, Morty. Now I'm gonna do the thing that should have been done in the first place, bro. You mean? Yeah, dog. I'm gonna. And he pulls out a big old blaster. Open fire on some whack-ass mothers. So we see him shooting. Pew, 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 pew. Knocking the time police all out of the way. And then we cut to Glub 7 News. This is like an alien news channel. After over 12-hour standoff with the time police, the nightmare's finally over, seizing over $12 billion in assets from the estate detective. Talk refused to comment on any of the press, saying only, "It's about time we caught these bastards. Breaking news, insert clever news title pun." And then you have these two getting arrested in the news on the page. When asked to comment on this innocence alleged proprietor, Rick Sanchez said only, "I bet Jerry feels like a real asshole right now." Jerry could not even be reached for comments. And then calls him the geriatric gunner. In the middle of everything, we have a real twist of the night. 14-year-old Morty Smith appears to have potentially orchestrated the entire operation from day one. It really makes you think, huh, Glarb? Then it shows him a serial masturbator. So that's it. That's going to be, it goes into like news shots about some other news. It sure does, flea blocks. It sure does. The lighter news, you'll never believe what happened to our space equivalent of a kitten or whatever. Went to our space equivalent, or the zoo, I guess. Oh wow, that's super adorable. And now we go to Flex Xando for Sports Flex. Hey there, I'm Flex Xando, and I do the sports here in outer space or whatever, and should check out our sports. They're like yours, but different. Back to drinking. It's like a game of baseball, but the ball hovers, maybe, or it could be like a weird type of basketball, or maybe it's played underwater. I'm not really sure. Good night, folks. Screw you, Dad. And then plink, the channel turns off, and to be continued. Well, let me know if you enjoyed this. I'm gonna try to keep up. I love Rick and Morty, and I have not gotten into the comic books, which is like ongoing storyline that's non-canon from the cartoons. So these are kind of expanded stories. I really enjoy them. So anyway, I'll be coming out with these every maybe bi-weekly. But until next time, stay savage. Peace.